Have you ever pictured a peaceful retirement, perhaps in a place where all your needs are met, surrounded by care and comfort? Many of us imagine a nursing home as the ultimate haven, a place where our beloved elders can finally relax, free from worry, enjoying their golden years. We often believe that if our children are devoted enough to arrange such a place, or if our financial situation allows for it, then true happiness in old age is guaranteed. But what if I told you that this picture, while beautiful, might not always be the full story? What if the very things we consider blessings could, paradoxically, become sources of hidden struggle and even sorrow in such an environment? I recently had a profoundly moving conversation with an 80-year-old resident, her eyes filled with a wisdom born of experience and, yes, a touch of sadness. She revealed something truly surprising, a series of unspoken truths, almost unwritten rules of life within a nursing home. She shared that there are 5 specific types of blessed elders, those we might initially envy, who often find themselves struggling the most, even suffering in these very institutions. It's a sobering revelation, challenging our common perceptions. Are you ready to uncover these unexpected truths? Stay with me, because understanding this could profoundly change how you, or someone you love, approaches their later years. Let's dive into the first type of elder who might find themselves in a surprising predicament. First, we have the hands-off manager elder. This is the individual whose children are incredibly successful, perhaps living abroad or in other cities, providing ample financial support for their parents' stay. They ensure all the bills are paid, the private room is secured, and every material comfort is provided. From the outside, it looks like a picture of filial devotion and financial security. But here's the unexpected twist. These children, due to their busy lives or distance, rarely visit. The lavish room, the gourmet meals, the seemingly endless comfort suddenly feel hollow. Imagine sitting alone in a beautifully furnished room, day after day, while you watch other residents light up when their families arrive for a visit. You see children and grandchildren bustling through the halls, laughter echoing, hands being held, stories being shared. Suddenly, the material blessings, the very symbol of your good fortune, become a stark reminder of emotional distance. The currency here isn't just money, it's connection. It's the warmth of a familiar face, the comfort of a shared memory, the simple touch of a loved one. You might even see these elders yearning for the simple, perhaps less financially privileged, life of others whose children visit every single day, bringing a small snack or just sitting by their bedside. The irony is heartbreaking. Being blessed with financially independent, hands-off children can lead to a profound emotional void in a place designed to offer care and community. They realize that in this particular world, visits are worth more than dollars. What truly matters is not the size of the room, but the frequency of footsteps coming to your door. It's a powerful lesson, isn't it, about what truly defines a rich life, especially in our twilight years. Now, let's turn our attention to the second type of elder who often faces unexpected challenges, the overly dependent elder. Think of someone who has lived a life of comfort, where every need, every little detail was handled by others. Perhaps they had a spouse who managed everything, or children who took over daily tasks as they aged, or even domestic helpers who meticulously attended to their every whim. These individuals are blessed with a life where they rarely had to lift a finger for themselves. They were accustomed to being waited on, to having things done for them, rather than doing things themselves. When they arrive at a nursing home, the expectation is that this level of care will continue seamlessly. After all, isn't that what a nursing home is for? To provide care. However, the reality of a nursing home, even a top-tier one, involves a different kind of structure. While professional care is provided, it's often based on a schedule, a routine, and an encouragement of as much self-sufficiency as possible within safe limits. Suddenly, the tasks they never had to perform, getting dressed, choosing their own meals, remembering their medication schedule, navigating a shared living space, become daily hurdles. Imagine the frustration and vulnerability when you've always relied on someone else to bring you a glass of water, and now you're encouraged to get it yourself or wait for the scheduled round. The loss of autonomy, even in small ways, can be deeply distressing. They might feel a profound sense of helplessness, even neglect, simply because the level of immediate, personalized, on-demand attention they were used to is impossible to maintain within a communal care setting. Their blessing of being overly cared for in the past becomes a significant hurdle to adaptation. They struggle with the loss of perceived freedom and the inherent structure of a care facility, leading to feelings of confinement and unhappiness, despite being well cared for from a medical and practical standpoint. It highlights the importance of maintaining as much independence as possible for as long as possible, not just for physical health, but for mental and emotional well-being too. The ability to do things for yourself, no matter how small, is a profound form of freedom. Moving on to our third type of blessed elder, the set-in-their-ways individual. These are the people who have always been the head of their household, the decision-maker, the one whose word was law. They are accustomed to their own routines, their own way of doing things, and rarely, if ever, had to compromise or adapt to someone else's rules. In their own homes, they were the undisputed sovereign of their domain. Their blessing is a strong sense of personal authority and an unwavering adherence to their established patterns. They might have lived a long, successful life, always dictating terms, always in control. But a nursing home, by its very nature, is a communal environment with established rules, schedules, and a hierarchy of care providers. It's a structured system designed to ensure the well-being of many residents, not just one. Imagine the clash when an elder accustomed to eating dinner at precisely 6 p.m., or only wearing a specific type of clothing, or having their privacy observed in a very particular way, encounters the broader, less flexible schedule of a facility. They might resist medication times, refuse to participate in communal activities, or constantly challenge the authority of the nursing staff, viewing them as subordinates rather than caregivers. This can lead to frequent misunderstandings, arguments, and a pervasive sense of frustration for everyone involved. The elder feels stifled and disrespected, believing their personal sovereignty is being undermined. Caregivers, in turn, find it difficult to manage someone who constantly pushes boundaries, making it harder to provide consistent care. Other residents might also feel uncomfortable around someone who is perpetually dissatisfied or argumentative. The very strength of their personality, their steadfastness and independence, becomes a source of isolation and conflict in an environment that demands flexibility and cooperation. It's a poignant reminder that true strength sometimes lies in adaptability, not rigid adherence to the familiar. Now let's explore the fourth category, the boastful and competitive elder. These individuals often come from backgrounds of great success, wealth, or perhaps had children who achieved remarkable feats. Their blessing might be a lifetime of accomplishments, a large estate, or children who are highly respected in their fields. They are proud, and rightly so, of their past and their family's standing. However, in the unique social ecosystem of a nursing home, where past glories and material possessions often fade into the background, this tendency to boast or constantly compare can backfire dramatically. Imagine a group of elders sitting together, perhaps sharing stories from their youth. One elder, however, continuously interjects with tales of their grand vacation homes, their children's prestigious careers, or the expensive gifts they receive. While these stories might be true, they can inadvertently create a sense of discomfort or resentment among other residents who may have led simpler lives, or who are now facing their own struggles with humility. Instead of fostering connection, this behavior often creates a barrier. Other residents might begin to avoid them, finding their constant self-aggrandizement tiresome or alienating. True connection in such a setting often blossoms from shared vulnerabilities, empathy, and mutual respect, not from a pecking order based on past achievements or current material status. The very pride and accomplishments that were once sources of admiration can become barriers to genuine friendship and acceptance. They might find themselves isolated, despite their blessings, because the superficiality of boasting doesn't resonate in a place where people are grappling with deeper existential questions. It's a powerful lesson in humility and the understanding that in our later years, genuine connection trumps all forms of external validation. Kindness and a listening ear are far more valuable than a grand tale of yesteryear. Finally, we arrive at the fifth type of blessed elder, the overly expectant individual. These are the people who, perhaps due to a lifetime of excellent service, high standards, or even unrealistic advertising, arrive at a nursing home with an idealized vision of what their care should be. Their blessing might be the ability to afford a top-tier facility, leading to an implicit belief that every single aspect of their experience will be flawless, personalized, and instantly gratifying. They expect spa-like amenities, Michelin-star dining, and an entire team of caregivers dedicated solely to their every whim, on demand. They believe that because they are paying a premium, they are entitled to a level of perfection that simply doesn't exist in any human-run institution. Imagine the constant disappointment. The food, while nutritious, might not always match their gourmet tastes. The laundry might occasionally be misplaced. The response time for a non-urgent request might be a few minutes longer than they'd prefer. Each tiny imperfection becomes a monumental source of frustration and complaint. They complain to staff, to management, and endlessly to their families, recounting every minor deviation from their imagined ideal. This constant dissatisfaction not only sours their own experience, but also creates a difficult environment for the staff, who, despite their best efforts, can never meet an impossible standard. It leads to perpetual unhappiness for the elder and burnout for those trying to care for them. Their blessing of high expectations, combined with the financial means to seek what they perceive as the best, traps them in a cycle of negativity. They fail to appreciate the genuine care, the camaraderie, and the safety net that the nursing home provides, always focusing on what is lacking rather than what is present. It teaches us that true happiness often doesn't come from having everything exactly as we wish, but from learning to find contentment and gratitude in what we have, and from adjusting our expectations to reality. A peaceful mind is often a flexible one. So what have we learned from the wisdom of this 80-year-old elder? It's clear that the popular notion of a nursing home as an automatic paradise for the blessed is a beautiful but sometimes incomplete picture. True contentment in our later years, whether in a nursing home or elsewhere, is far more nuanced than simply having financial comfort or a supportive family. It's about cultivating inner peace, fostering meaningful relationships, maintaining a sense of purpose, and perhaps most crucially, nurturing realistic expectations about what life, and indeed any care facility, can offer. The genuine blessings in old age are often found not in material possessions or past glories, but in adaptability, humility, a willingness to connect with others on a human level, and the profound ability to find joy in the everyday moments. Remember, true happiness is an inside job, a garden you cultivate within yourself, regardless of your external circumstances. It's about self-reliance in spirit, flexibility in mindset, and a heart open to genuine connection rather than comparison. If you found value in these insights, please consider giving this video a like. It truly helps us share these important messages with more people who might benefit from them. What are your thoughts on these revelations? Have you or a loved one experienced similar situations? Or perhaps you have different perspectives on what truly makes for a happy and fulfilling life in a nursing home. We invite you to share your wisdom and experiences in the comment section below. Your stories and insights are invaluable and can help build a richer understanding for all of us. And if you know someone who is contemplating their own retirement plans or considering a nursing home for a loved one, please share this video with them. It could provide a crucial perspective and a deeper understanding before making such significant life decisions. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gentle guidance and empathetic advice on navigating the beautiful and complex journey of life. We are here to support you every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and remember, your well-being matters most.